All right, hi everybody, good evening. Welcome to today's 60-minute powerful yoga flow practice. I'm glad that you made it to your mat today. Our practice today is all about opening across the chest and mobilizing sticky shoulders. So we're gonna do lots of different arm variations that start to open up all in this region, which will hopefully help release any tension you might be feeling through the neck or the upper back as well. And so for class today, I'd recommend grabbing 2 yoga blocks if you have them, or just something sturdy that can help you during a lunging sequence if that's more comfortable. And also a yoga strap or something kind of long and stretchy. We'll be doing a little bit of work, shoulder flossing with the shoulder. So you do need something, whether it's a dog leash or a scarf or even a pair of leggings that you're not wearing right now. We'll be just fine. Playlist is in the chat box or linked down below if you're interested in following along. I'm going to start the playlist right now, and let's meet in child's pose. Take your time. All right, child's pose is where we meet. Knees are open as wide as feels comfy, but I need to push it. Still really early. Let your forehead rest down on the mat and then let your body relax. Without changing anything about your breath just yet, notice it. Notice the way it feels as you breathe in and air fills your body. Notice any sensations on the exhale as you let go and release. Notice the air against your skin. The texture of the mat beneath your fingertips, your forehead. And see if you can tune into any sounds around you, sounds kind of in the background, noticing them without giving them your full attention, just widening the circle of awareness. Let's take a couple big breaths together to welcome ourselves into this space. Take a big breath in through your nose, feeling your rib cage expand. And a big breath out your mouth, letting that go. Good, another like that, breathing in, expanding horizontally. And a bigger breath out, inviting a release. One more like that, breathing in, filling all the way up to the top. And then breathing all the way out. Good. Start to crawl your fingers over towards the right side of your mat, finding a big stretch through your left side body. See if you can lengthen the space between your hip and your armpit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, another round on your own. Nice, crawl your fingers back towards the center and then off in the opposite direction. Big stretch through the right side. Give yourself 2 slow breaths here, inviting a lengthening and opening through the right side body. Gently return to center. One more little activation here. With your body still just as it is, bring your fingertips onto the mat. So you're tenting your fingertips on the mat. And then notice how just that slight elevation of the hands off the ground affects the sensations through your shoulders and your upper back. Can you take 2 breaths, relaxing into this slightly lifted child's pose? Just noticing what this feels like. Nice job. Release your fingers all the way back to the ground. Gently press yourself up into tabletop position. We'll start to find some cat and cow, warming up the spine. As you breathe in, drop your belly, lift your chin. Give yourself a couple breaths here. Shift side to side, forward and back. Think about broadening across your collarbones, lifting the Adam's apple of your throat up a little more, lengthening. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly curl your spine, sending your chin towards your chest, lifting your heart up, pushing your hands down. Find space here with 2 breaths. Now we'll start to match breath to movement. Breathe in, cat-cow pose. Breathe out, cat. Take 3 more rounds of this on your own. Follow your breath, follow your intuition with what feels good. Nice job. When you've finished up your last cat and cow, there's no rush. Return to a static tabletop. We'll find some thread the needle here. Plant your left palm, right palm. We'll do right side first. Right palm into the center of your mat. As you breathe in, reach your left fingertips up. Pause for a breath here to stretch through both arms. Think about lengthening through the right hand and the left hand. Breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes under the bridge of the right side of your head, rests on the ground. And in the spirit of working on some binds here to open through the chest and the shoulders, reach your right hand up towards the sky. Send the back of your hand behind you, so your palm faces back behind your shoulder. And then bend your elbow, snake your right arm around your waist, any amount. 2 breaths here. Think about twisting your heart up towards the sky, sending your right shoulder more back behind you. Breathe in. And breathe out. Send your right palm back to the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm high. And exhale, tabletop. Let's switch it out, finding that on the other side. Left hand comes to the center of the earth. Inhale, peel the right arm up. Pause for a minute to expand, to reach, shooting energy out of your right fingertips, pushing the left hand into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm comes under, relax your head down. To play with the bind on this side, send your left hand up, palm faces behind you, and then bend your elbow. Think about opening, broadening across the collarbones here. Breathe into your right shoulder blade. 1 more breath in. And a full breath out. Good. Bring your left hand back to the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And exhale back to a tabletop. Nice job. All right, 1 more kneeling situation. Face the long edge of your mat. You're still in a tabletop. And then send your left hand down to the earth, right leg out long. You're in a modified side plank. From here, we're going to reach the right arm up and focus on opening and expanding through the chest and shoulders. So whatever's happening in your lower body is totally up to you. Find something comfortable, but start to find big circles with the right arm. Maybe you're like winding up like you're about to dunk a basketball, most epic dunk ever. Just playing around, noticing how movement through the shoulders connected to sensation in so many places of the body. 1 more breath in. And as you breathe out, swoop your right arm down and then forward. So you're in sort of like tabletop position with 1 leg out, and spend 3 breaths here just experimenting with movement. Notice how this feels through your inner thigh, through your low back. If you find a stretch that feels good, you can stay there for 1 more breath in. And 1 more breath out. Good. Now bring that right leg in, so you're in tabletop again, and then we'll switch sides. So left leg goes out long, right hand comes to the mat for support. Open yourself up into a big modified side plank. And same thing here, we're working on being rooted through the right hand and left foot so you can explore more expansion and opening through your left shoulder, left side body. One more full round of breath. Good. Now bring your left fingertips back towards the earth and swoop them forward, sending your hips back behind you, finding some sort of a weird little tabletop forward fold situation. You have 2 breaths here to find a stretch that feels good to you. Good. And when you are done, bring the left foot back in to meet the right tabletop. Make your way to downward facing dog, please. Plant your palms shoulder width distance apart. Lift your hips up high. You have several breaths here to lengthen through your legs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Think about sending your tailbone up to where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you, and then lengthening your tailbone and the top of your head in opposite directions. 2 more breaths here. Good. As you breathe in, shift forward to a high plank, rocking so your shoulders are right over your wrists. Take a full breath in here. Hug your hands back towards your feet to activate. And as you exhale, use your core, lift to downward facing dog. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, high plank, rock forward, strong body. And as you exhale, strong breath, send your hips high. Good. Inhale, high plank with control. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got 1 more. You got it. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet up behind your hands. Release into ragdoll pose. Torso hangs heavy. To keep working on opening through the chest and shoulders, you might interlace your hands at your low back and find a chest expansion. To weight your head a little more and help decompress your spine, you might cradle the back of your head in your elbows. Let this extra weight gently tug your spine long. Couple more breaths here. Good. Relax your fingertips down towards the earth. Bend your knees really generously. You might bring your hands to your hip crease. Lift yourself up to stand. Good. Let's get moving with some sun salutations. Find a comfortable standing position at the front of your mat. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Notice all of the surface area of your feet on the floor. So maybe start to rock just forward and backward. Really tapping into this sense of groundedness and support from the earth. You can stop rocking, find some stillness. Engage your legs, start to draw energy upward, solidifying your muscles as you go up. When you get to the hips, think about pointing your tailbone down, bringing your belt buckle up to meet your rib cage, turning on those low abs. And as you breathe and reach your fingertips high. Exhale, hands to heart center, lift the top of your head up. Good. Inhale, back bend. Squeeze your glutes, lift your arms up. You might find cactus arms here, opening across your chest, the front of your shoulders. This is a little tricky for your low back. Bring your hands to support there instead. Think about lifting through your heart like you're connected to a string. Take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, standing cat pose, round through your spine, send your hands straight forward, and you decide if it's too much to flip your fingers back up towards your face. You can keep them zombied straight forwards, but play with the flip of the wrists back. Notice what sensations are here. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Breathe in, find 1 more back bend. Firm glutes, lift through your heart. As you exhale, standing cat pose, hips stay the same, heart goes backwards. Nice. Inhale, mountain, neutral spine, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees, come all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and pause just for a moment. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your low abs. Think about sending the belt buckle of your jeans up to meet your ribs. Push your hands down. Can you lengthen your spine energetically? One more inch, breathe in. Breathe out, lower yourself to the ground. You might drop to your knees first. Breathe in, peel your heart up, cobra pose. Hover here for a moment. Let your hips press heavy into the ground. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind you. Think about making little cricket elbows to broaden across your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. We'll flow through now, matching breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Firm your glutes. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing cat. One more like that. Inhale, back bend. Open your heart. Exhale, standing cat. Nice. Inhale, mountain, long, straight spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly with control. Inhale, cobra pose, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward dog. We've got one more of these. I encourage you to maybe try it with your eyes closed. I will actually not cue through this one. And if you totally forget what's coming next, just make it up. We'll meet in down dog. There's no rush. Great control, beautiful breath. Nice job. We're meeting in down dog, but you can take your time. No rush. Downward dog is where we'll meet. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths before we move on. And in this down dog here, notice the way your shoulders feel. Can you push your hands into the ground more? Gently spiral your armpits in towards your face. Feel your shoulder blades broaden across your back. Feel that stability through your upper body. Breathe in, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, sink your butt back and down, reach your arms up. Breathe here, hold here. You might bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Push your knees out into your hands. Meet that resistance with your strong arms. Keep this engagement all through the sides of your legs and your glutes. As you reach your hands back up, breathe in. As you breathe out, swing your fingertips back, airplane pose. Good, pause here. Can you open up through your heart and lengthen your spine? Good, sink a little deeper. Breathe in, find chair pose, arms come high. Exhale, chair plane, send your fingertips back, you got it. Inhale, chair. Exhale, chair plane. We got 2 more. You're doing amazing. Inhale, chair sink even lower. Exhale, chair plane. Lift your heart. Last one. Make it your best. Inhale. And exhale. So good. Breathe in to reach up high. Last time. Exhale, fold forward. Great job. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly. Move slowly. Inhale, cobra pose, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, kick your right leg up high. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. You're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, thigh to chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Start to send your knee towards your nose. Nice job. Inhale, right leg high. So strong. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot through. Okay, if it takes you a couple steps to get there. Your legs are on parallel track. Both are pressing firmly into the ground. As you breathe in, reach your fingertips forward and then up. Crescent lunge. All right, we're here for a couple breaths. I always like to bring my hands to my hips, moving the left hip more forward, right hip more back. Sometimes I end up at a bend to the back knee. Just depends on how open things are feeling here. Make that decision for yourself. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, eagle arms, left elbow under the right. Palms might weave to touch, maybe just elbows cross, maybe bear hug. And from here, the invitation is we'll breathe in and lift the elbows into a tiny back bend, and exhale, kind of making cat pose through the back. But this can be really small movement. You're still gonna get the shoulder activation even if you stay here. And yes, we're still holding this lunge. You're doing amazing. Inhale, lift your elbows any amount. Exhale, elbows towards the belly button, any amount. Good, 2 more. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, crunch. So good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, crunch. You're doing amazing. Good. Inhale, warrior 2, spiral open. And oops, I forgot to tell you to grab your strap. I'm so sorry. Grab your strap. Hold it in your hand. You're in warrior 2. Strong bend into the front knee. If you're running to get your strap, that's my bad, but nice job following direction. All right, so your fingertips spreading in opposite directions. Heels are hugging in towards each other. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm comes forward and down. Left arm high. Invitation today is to try for a bind. We've already practiced this once. You might try with your top arm, sending the palm back behind you, then bending your elbow, snaking your hand around your waist. This might be plenty. If you want to try a little more, you have the strap in your right hand. You monkey this right arm under your right thigh. If your hands don't touch each other, use this strap to help bridge the difference. And you're here just for 2 more breaths, thinking about twisting your heart up towards the sky. Nice job. You can drop the strap. Inhale, reverse triangle, rise up, straighten the front leg. Find a big opening through your right side body. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, bend back into the front knee, low lunge to high plank to your belly. Good. Breathe in, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now keep the strap near you. We'll be grabbing it again on the other side. Let's go nice and slow on the left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. You're here for 4, for 3. Keep your arms strong for 2, and 1. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, thigh to chest. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. Inhale, left leg high, nice and slow. Exhale, low lunge, bring your left foot forward. Okay, if it takes you a couple steps, Solidify your legs. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your fingertips forward, up and back. Get yourself set up here to be successful and strong in this foundation. Think about hugging your heels towards each other even here. And think about squeezing your back glute. This is what helps give you stability while we move. So breathe in. Exhale, right elbow under the left elbow. Find your arm variation. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. An invitation to move on 3 times. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, little crunch. This can be any amount. You're doing great. Inhale, back bend. Keep your legs firm. Exhale, crunch. Yes, last one. You got it. Inhale. Exhale, elbows to belly button. Nice job. Inhale, warrior 2, spin open. You can straighten and bend front leg if you need to. Send your fingertips out long. Think about expansion across your entire chest, out your fingertips. Maybe even wiggle your fingertips a little. Notice any sensations moving through your arms. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Invitation to try for the bind here. You might grab the strap in your right hand, send the right arm up, palm faces back, elbow bends and comes around. And then maybe with the strap dangling underneath the left leg, you can grab it by monkeying the left arm under. If this is uncomfortable or just completely unavailable in your body, there's no pressure to try it. If this is feeling like a fun challenge or an interesting way to explore the shoulder girdle, awesome. If it's not, don't have to do it. One more breath. Yes, inhale, unwind, straighten the left leg, reverse triangle, stretching through the left side, breathe in. Exhale, mindful transition all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Good, inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we'll move through now, matching breath to movement. You're invited to try the bind if it feels good, but if there's just not enough time, no worries, we can work on it later. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, strong chair pose, butt is low, fingertips high. Exhale, airplane arms. Good, inhale, chair, can you sink a little lower? Exhale, airplane arms, we've got one more, you got it. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms, so good. Inhale, chair, lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, breathe in, lift the right leg. Exhale, side to chest. Nice job, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, nice and easy. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise with control. Exhale, left elbow under the right. We've got 3 of these. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, crunch. Good, breathe in, lift your elbows. Exhale, crunch. Last one, inhale. And exhale, beautiful job. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the right leg. Exhale, all the way to your belly. You can move through high plank on your knees. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Nice job. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, side to chest. Yes, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Power up your legs. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, right elbow under the left. 3 times. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift, squeeze your right glute. Exhale, crunch. We got one more. You got it. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, crunch. So good. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten. Exhale, make your way down to your belly. Beautiful transition. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Good. Lower down to your knees. Bring your blocks to the front of your space. And then find child's pose. Just regular child's pose. But we'll use the blocks in a second. Take a moment to turn back inward, noticing your breath, noticing your heart beating, noticing any sensations of heat or tingling or just a sense of vibration or movement in the body. See if you can relax your upper back a little more in this shape. Can you think about feeling your shoulders from the inside out? You can stay just like this, playing with noticing sensations in the shoulder for a little more. Come back onto fingertips again, tenting fingertips on the ground, palm of your hand up high. And if you want to stay here, think about hugging your shoulder blades down your back and then relaxing them, pushing your fingertips into the earth. If you want a little more in this shape, bring your blocks a little closer to you. Put your hands on top of your blocks. You can even find fingertips on top of blocks if that's available in your back, and just notice what's different as you change levels with your hands. Can you still use your breath to soften around any tension? Good. You can gently set your blocks off to the side. Press yourself up into a tabletop. Find a couple rounds of cat and cow, just reorienting the spine after child's pose back bend. Sweet. All right. We are going to meet in downward facing dog. We've got one more little set of things on our feet, starting to get into some deeper stretching through the shoulders now that we're all warm and open. So meet me in downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, lift your left leg into one leg mountain. Lifting the left leg, good. You can stay here. If you want to move on to eagle, cross the left leg over the right. Right arm comes under the left, finding either palms to touch or a big bear hug. Steady your breath here. Find something non-moving to focus all of your attention to. You got it. Squeeze your thighs together. Think about lengthening your spine, lifting your elbows up to your shoulders and pushing your hands away. One more full breath in. And a full breath out. And release. You can come to standing. Shake that side off. Nice job. On the same side, we'll do dancer's pose next, and then we'll move on. So kick your left foot back towards your butt. Grab for the inside of your foot. inside of your left foot. So the eye of your elbow is pointing outwards. And you can stay here like this, practicing this little kick through the foot. Notice the way that's tugging on your left shoulder. If you want to move on to a little more, you can reach your right fingertips up high. Take a big breath in to expand. And then as you exhale, kick your foot into your hand. Reach your fingertip up. And you're finding more of a back bend here than a big chest forward. So think about lifting your chest. The kick of your foot is what's driving the back bend. Keep reaching your fingertips up, up, up. Good. One more breath in. And as you exhale, gently release down. Good. Step your left foot straight back. So you're standing right foot forward, left foot back. Toes are all tracking in the same direction. Find warrior one. So for warrior one, front toes point straight forward. Your back toes are angled out slightly. So not fully parallel, but not like warrior two. You're kind of somewhere in the middle. So think about driving both of your hips forward. Breathe in, reach your fingers up. Exhale, interlace them at the base of your spine. Take a breath in, puff up your chest. And as you exhale, start to send your heart down towards the floor. Right shoulder will come near the right knee. And with your feet, you're thinking about tearing your mat apart underneath you. Good. Start to let your head drop down if that feels okay. Opening across the chest and shoulders. Just a couple more breaths. Good. Push into both feet. Bring yourself back up to stand. Good. Release the bind. Open up into star pose. Toes out, heels in. You can give your hips a little wiggle side to side. Take a breath in. Exhale, goddess pose. Hips drop low. Knees track towards the pinky toes here. Notice the tendency for our knees to sickle in. Use engagement along your glutes and your outer thighs to spiral this inner inseam of your pants up and back, directing the knees over the pinkies. Good. Bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder. Look over the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Good. One more round like that. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good. Return to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Find that engagement through the legs just for one more breath in. And one more breath out. You got it. Inhale, press up to star pose. And as you exhale, toes in, heels out, let your heart melt all the way down. Big, wide leg forward fold. You have several breaths here to find whatever feels best to you. You've got twists. You've got lateral lunges. Maybe another chest expansion. Maybe you've been dying to get upside down. Keep your focus on your breath. Good. Start to bring your fingertips back to the earth. Breathe in, lift halfway. And exhale, crawl towards either side of your mat. Low lunge. Step back to a high plank. Lower yourself to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll do that on the other side. And then we'll stretch it out on the floor. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Stabilize your left foot, lift the right leg into one leg mountain. You can stay here through these next two shapes. To move on to eagle, first find something non-moving, dedicate your focus to it, cross the right leg over the left, Right elbow comes under the left. Good, make your breath even more deliberate if you're challenged to balance right now. Can you lean back so your shoulders are over your hips and sink a little lower to lower your center of gravity? You got it. One more breath in. One more breath out. At the bottom of your exhale, release. Let that side go. You might wiggle out your feet a little. Next is dancer's pose. Kick your right heel towards your glute. Grab for the inside of the foot. Eye of your elbow is pointing out. Bring your knee to point straight towards the ground. Reach the left fingertips up high. Breathe in. And as you exhale, kick first. Kick, kick, kick. Feel the pull through your chest. And then playing with your center of gravity, start to find a back bend as you reach your heart forward. Good. Couple more breaths through the play. You're doing great. And when you're like, I've had enough, focus on slowly bringing yourself back to center. That's balance 2, and then release. Nice job. Step the right foot straight back. Find warrior 1 on this side. So lunge into the left knee. Right toes are kind of like at a 45-degree angle. Think about driving both hips straight forward. I know this is like a very weird shape. That's why I don't teach it very often. It's not comfortable for a lot of us. Think about ripping apart your mat with your feet. That's the engagement through the legs. Feel that in the right glute, left thigh. Bring your hands to interlace behind your back. Puff up your heart. Breathe in. And as you exhale, legs still just as active. Start to bow your heart forward. This is humble warrior. If the bind is too much through the shoulders, let it go. You can still have your head beneath your heart, reaping all the benefits of an inversion. Take 2 more breaths here. Where can you release a little? Even though you're still working. Good. Push into your feet as you breathe in, rise back up. And as you exhale, find star pose. Heels in, toes out. Reach up high. Give your hips a little shake side to side. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, come into your goddess squat. We'll go right into those twists. Hands on your thigh. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Nice job. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Nice job. Come back to center. Bring your hands to heart. Stay here in all of your strength and your shaking for 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Nice job. Inhale, star, push up. Exhale, toes in, heels out, fold yourself forward, wide leg forward fold on the other side. This is your choice. You have several breaths here. Find what you need. You have 3 more full, slow rounds of breath. And relax your fingertips back towards the ground. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge towards your left foot or wherever you're headed. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Next, we're going to take runner's lunge as our big hip stretch. If you would prefer to do pigeon on your back, you're welcome to find that now. Or if you're like, I really want to do regular pigeon, that's also fine. I'm cueing runner's lunge. Start to step the right foot forward. Right foot comes outside both of your hands. You've got a lot of options here. This is intended to be a big stretch for both hips. So you might use your blocks to help relax through your upper body so you can really let your hips sink heavy. Maybe this is plenty intense for you, but if you'd like a quad stretch, start to kick your left heel towards your glutes. This might be enough. You might even already feel the stretch. If your hamstring is starting to cramp or scream at you, it's okay, it happens. You can ease out of it. So grab the foot, reach the right arm up, and then back. So it's a twist through the spine, big stretch through the front of the left hip and hip flexors. Wherever you are, enjoy 3 slow breaths. Start to release your foot if you're in the quad stretch. Step the right leg back. You're kind of in a tabletop, and then you can make your way to downward dog, nice and easy. We'll take that on the other side. Left foot steps forward. Left foot is outside, both of the hands. Right knee relaxes down, and then from here, you choose. Be attentive to the messages your body's sharing with you. Even if the thing you're noticing is really different than what happened on the other side, you can always switch gears. You're never stuck. If the quad stretch feels good on this side, right heel towards your glutes, left hand reaches back. Three more full breaths, releasing into this runner's lunge. Start to relax your right foot down if you're in the quad stretch. And then gently make your way back to downward facing dog. Our last down dog of class, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lower to your knees, find a seat on your butt with your feet straight out in front of you. Flex your toes back towards your shin, wiggle any flesh out from underneath you so you can feel your sit bones wiggling against the mat. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, leading with your heart, find a forward fold. You have a lot of choices here. You might rock side to side, inviting a release through your hamstrings, or for a big low back release. Bend your knees so much you can give yourself a little hug, rest your forehead down. And as you breathe here, pay attention to your breath. Start to notice if it has a color and what that color might look like as it swirls in and around your body. There's no wrong answer. There can be many answers. Good. You start to gently make your way back up to a tall seat. Send your right leg out long. Bring your left foot in towards your thigh. And as you breathe and reach just the left arm up. And as you exhale, send your right arm along your right inner thigh. You're finding a big side bend here. And so notice what this feels like. If sending the arm overhead is a little too much, you can bring it back down, maybe to rest on the left hip. Think about lengthening the space between your left thigh and your left rib cage for 2 more breaths. Good. Come up just a little out of this side bend. Square your chest over your right leg and fold again. This will be a sensation in a different part of your body. Notice what's different. Notice what you notice. 2 more breaths here. Good. Gently rise all the way up to a tall seat. Bring your left hand onto the ground behind you. As you breathe in, find stargazer. Lift your hips up. Reach your right fingertips up, maybe back behind you. Totally open across the whole front of your body. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently lower down. Nice. Do that on the other side. Left leg goes long, right foot comes in. We'll find the side bend first and then bend fully towards the left leg. So bring your left arm on the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, using your left hand as a guide inside your right foot. Find a side bend. Maybe the arm is too much weight pulling you down on the right side, so you bring the hand to the hip for more support. All good. Good. Gently release out of that enough to square your chest over your left leg, and then let yourself fold down again, noticing what's different. Let your shoulders relax. Release your jaw. Slowly rise back up. Send your right fingertips onto the ground behind you. Inhale, stargazer. Firm your glutes to support your low back and open up across your front of your body. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out, come back down. We've got 1 more forward fold. So the same one we started with, send your feet long. Now that you've done a little more stretching, you might notice something different as you reach up. And exhale, find your forward fold 1 more time. Maybe you experiment with something a little different here. Fill your back with your breath. Slowly start to roll yourself up to a seat. And then just as slowly make your way all the way down onto your back. Nice and slow. Let your left leg go long. Hug your right knee up towards your chest. As you breathe in, give your leg a squeeze. And as you exhale, right leg comes across your body. Find a big twist. You can stack your hips on top of each other, then open your torso up like the letter T. See how passive you can make this shape in your body, noticing what wants to release. And gently roll back to center, giving the right leg a squeeze and then trading it out to hug in the left leg. Breathe in, hug your knee into your chest. And as you breathe out, find that twist with the left leg this time, hips stack. Torso open so that both shoulders anchor down towards the earth. See if you can relax even more into the shape, letting the ground beneath you feel supportive. Gently return to center. Hug both knees into your chest. You can kick your feet up towards the sky, finding happy baby. Grabbing for whatever is accessible, pulling it down at the same time, kicking your feet up. Bring your knees back into your chest. Hug yourself into a teeny tiny ball. Take one more little sip of air. And as you exhale, find your final resting shape on your back. This can look like whatever you want it to. However you're laying, can you snuggle your shoulder blades closer together underneath you so your heart can rest open? Maybe you even leave your palms facing up, just a gesture of your willingness to receive. And just like we did at the very beginning, start to tune into what's happening in your body. Notice where you're making contact with the ground. Can you acknowledge that support and let those spaces open? Notice your toes and your ankles. Your shins and your calves, and both of your knees. Let your thighs relax all the way up to your pelvis. Soften your hips and your low back. Feel the length of your spine resting against the earth. Letting each little vertebrae along it rest easy on the ground. Let your belly relax more. And notice all the space around your heart. Can you notice any sensations of movement or warmth in your heart and chest? Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, send that warmth, those sensations down both arms out into your fingertips, feeling your hands soften. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue rest soft in your mouth. Relax the sockets of your eyes and your eyebrows. And let yourself feel your scalp. I'll give you a couple moments of silence to breathe with this full body awareness. When your mind wanders, come back to the places you're touching the ground and just relax open with a breath. And if this feels good to you, I invite you to stay as long as you can. If you're ready to move on, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, making movements with your wrists and your ankles until you find yourself in a big full body stretch, expanding and lengthening in all directions. Go onto your favorite side for fetal pose, and with your eyes still closed or really soft, gently press yourself up to a tall seat. Bring your palms to touch at heart center. Start to rub your hands against each other, building up some heat, lots of friction. And then when you're ready, rest one hand on your heart, the other hand on top. Give yourself a moment to breathe into this space, noticing heat, noticing sensation. And we'll end class with 3 big breaths together. Take a breath into your heart space. Breathe in. Let it go as you exhale. Another like that, breathing in, filling up. Breathing out. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Gently draw your palms to touch. Lift your hands to your third eye center. We bow in gratitude. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, and free. Namaste. Thanks for being here. Hope you're feeling warm and open and relaxed. If you have questions, feedback, requests, I love hearing them. Friday's class is actually happening in the morning. I have an afternoon conflict, so if 7 a.m. Central is a time that you want to do 30 minutes of yoga, that's when we're going to do it, but it'll still be live on the channel at the same link if you don't catch it live. So if you're watching this video at a totally different date and time, check out that video. It'll just be there. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.